Morning number 3. Woke up this morning and laid in bed dreading to have to do this. I don't know why. Maybe it's the physical activity, maybe it's talking on camera, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Remember, when we wake up, we're at a low vibrational frequency. The only way to change that is to increase our oxygen to our brain. We do this through physical activity. But before I do any of that, we gotta remember, we're dehydrated. The body needs water, it needs salt, it needs electrolytes. I used to pee all the time in the morning when I would drink my water and then I'd drink my coffee. I started adding in the 1/4 tablespoon of pink Himalayan salt. It does seem to help big time. We're gonna get this down, get the push-ups in, and start my day. Push-ups are not gonna build you muscle. Go to the gym for chest day. I'm doing these to drive blood into the muscle to get oxygen into my brain. This is gonna improve my mental clarity and focus so I can get after the rest of my day. When we control what we can control, we give ourselves power. When we try to control anything outside of what we can control, we're giving ourselves stress. That's why it's so important to take control in the morning with your morning routine. It's something you know you can count on yourself to do. You know you can count on yourself. If you start letting yourself down, there's no way anybody else is gonna count on you. You're the most important person to you. If there's other people you want to help, if there's change you want to affect somewhere else, you can't do that unless you're ready to be the man to do that. What that means is you've always got to start with yourself first. If you don't know where in your life to begin, where to start, always start with personal development. We can always look better. We can always feed our minds different things. We can always make better choices. There's hardly anybody alive on planet Earth who won't benefit from investing more in their physical appearance. Going to the gym, going to the park for a walk, just not eating dessert, eating water or drinking diet soda, drinking water, drinking diet soda instead of anything with sugar in it. These are all small things that we can do that will help us improve our self-image. And that's a huge part of all of this. A lot of times we don't think we're worthy to help people. And honestly, maybe we're not. Because if we don't start with ourselves first, if we don't prioritize number one, then there's no way we can teach other people to better themselves. If the whole world just focused on personal development, we quit thinking about others just for a little while and just made ourselves better, this domino effect, like a chain reaction, would happen and we wouldn't have the problems that we're having now. I'm not saying that this is the cure for war or hunger and world peace and all that stuff. I'm just saying that if personal accountability, if we all held ourselves to a higher standard, then we would all be better off. We'd have less problems to deal with. And honestly, the stress that we're going through each and every day, we would have a better perspective on what that stress was actually doing. Because if it's things we cannot control, we've just got to learn to let it go. The thoughts, opinions, perspectives of other people, we've got to realize that they really mean nothing. They affect us when we hear it, but we've got to be in the habit of recognizing where these opinions are coming from. Someone with a different set of life experiences is weighing in on our life, and that's okay. They're allowed to do that, but we're also allowed, we can allow ourselves not to be affected by any of that negatively. And believe me, I am preaching to myself way more than I'm preaching to you guys, because I need to hear this. I get up every day and I think about I don't know, the stupid wrinkles on my face. I come up with every excuse under the sun to not get out here and start this morning routine. But after I do it, I feel better. It's just weird. It's like a weird cycle. I feel better after I do it, but when the next morning rolls around, I don't want to do it. So I'm forcing myself to do this because I know it's best for me. And all the things that I want to accomplish, I can get there faster by improving myself first.